RollerCoaster Tycoon really sparked an incredible genre of simulation games and kind of got a lot of other games made because of RollerCoaster Tycoon, that being like Zoo Tycoon and other games that were even spiritual successors to RollerCoaster Tycoon. But I want to talk about in this segment of the show what happened to RollerCoaster Tycoon, because it's been a little while since we saw a real continuation of this franchise. So let's talk about it. So guys, RollerCoaster Tycoon is a game in which looking back now, I absolutely loved this franchise. It was really cool just being able to it was a very chill game. You just sit there on your PC and you would just, of course, create an amusement park and kind of learn what it's like to run an amusement park, even though, of course, guys, it's all simulated and things of that nature. But it was really interesting and a really cool concept for a video game. A game in which that came out in 1999, that being the very first RollerCoaster Tycoon. And these games really, following, that first initial release, just created so much, an incredible amount of positive reception around this franchise. Now, what I will say is this, is that RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, it came out in October of 2002, and it had 2 official expansion packs, which RollerCoaster Tycoon also had 2 expansion packs. And the thing about it was they consistently, it was one of those games, guys, that even though it was just a single player experience, there was so much to do and so much you could continue expanding upon your park and such that you could just keep on coming back. And it was really a really cool concept, obviously. And then RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 came out in October of 2004. And then, of course, the latest release, which of course was RollerCoaster Tycoon World, but that was released in November of 2016. So if you look at this, guys, between 99 and 2004, you had 3 RollerCoaster Tycoon games, and then a number of years later was when we got RollerCoaster Tycoon World, which I don't think was quite as good, of course, as the original 3, and I'm sure a lot of us are hoping to see a RollerCoaster Tycoon 4 in the future at some point or another. But really what happened to this franchise, guys, not only was really RollerCoaster Tycoon World, but I also think what might have been something somewhat negative is that Atari decided to go in this direction of making a lot of these games, RollerCoaster Tycoon games, based around mobile devices, the Nintendo 3DS, and amongst other places, but mainly mobile phones. So you had RollerCoaster Tycoon 3D, which of course was released for the Nintendo 3DS. RollerCoaster Tycoon 4 Mobile, of course, for mobile. Same thing, RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 Mobile. And then, of course, you had RollerCoaster Tycoon Classic, RollerCoaster Tycoon Touch, RollerCoaster Tycoon Adventures, and then most recently, RollerCoaster Tycoon Story, which came out in January of 2020 for iOS and Android mobile devices. So here's the thing, guys. A lot of these, though, what's cool about them is that RollerCoaster Tycoon Story, for example, is a free-to-play game, and it's actually not too bad of a game, to be honest with all of you, but I think most of us can agree that we really want to see a continuation of that being the RollerCoaster Tycoon, the main games, of course, in the series that you can play on PC. A RollerCoaster Tycoon 4, I think, could be really great, especially because when you look at it, even if you go back to RollerCoaster Tycoon World, that came out in November of 2016. I do believe that we are going to see continuations of this franchise at one point or another. That being said, though, Planet Coaster, guys, is a spiritual successor to RollerCoaster Tycoon 3, was developed and published by Frontier Developments for Microsoft Windows and was released worldwide on November 17, 2016. Frontier Developments had previously worked in the amusement park construction management genre with the Xbox port of RollerCoaster Tycoon, RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 Thrillville, Thrillville Off the Rails, and Zoo Tycoon. Several user-created roller coasters received media attention after footage of them were posted on various image boards and social media. The RollerCoaster Tycoon series spawned a popular internet meme based on the series of posts made in 2012 on 4chan featuring a slow ghost train track ride called Mr. Bones' Wild Ride that took 4 in-game years to complete, leading the passengers in the game express, "I want to get off Mr. Bones' Wild Ride." At the ride's conclusion, the passengers were then greeted by a skeleton prop with a top hat with a sign stating, "The ride never ends." Both phrases have become popular memes. So with that being said, guys, there's really no information that we have about the continuation of Roller Coaster Tycoon, simply because what you're mainly getting at this point in time are Roller Coaster Tycoon mobile games for the most part, that being like Roller Coaster Tycoon Story. Now in 2018, Atari Game Partners announced it was seeking equity crowdfunding via the Start Engine platform in order to develop a new game in the series. Titled Roller Coaster Tycoon Adventures, is adaptation of Roller Coaster Tycoon Touch and was released for the Nintendo Switch in Europe on November 28, 2018 and North America on December 13th. So a lot of these are spin-offs, though, right? These are all spin-off games, whether you're talking the ones that went on Nintendo 3DS or if you're talking on the Switch, on the, of course, then on mobile devices, but they're not true continuations of the main series. And so I think the big question is, guys, is when will we see a continuation of the series? Where did it go wrong? I think Roller Coaster Tycoon World was probably that point where it kind of went downhill somewhat, but I think all it takes is one game to bring that series right back around, and I think it would be great for this time, especially with updated graphics and things of that nature. I think it would be absolutely incredible. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What would you guys want to see in a Roller Coaster Tycoon 4 extension and expansion of the main series? Let me know what you guys think. And for more Roller Coaster Tycoon content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.